Hiya, Honest Discussioner here. Yesterday I put a video response to Epidemic, who had interviewed some creationists, both young and old Earth creationists. Now yesterday my video was mainly to the young Earth creationists, and I asked them how come we can see galaxies that are millions of light years away. If the universe is only 10,000 years old, the light should not have reached us yet. Now, I also alluded to the idea that redshift could tell us how far a beam of light had traveled, and I was incorrect on that. Now, as far as I understand, there is some method to tell how far a beam of light has actually been traveling. If anyone could point that out to me or point me in the right direction, I'd appreciate it so I can correct myself in my last video. Now, also, JCrebel18 put out a very interesting person out on the floor as I believe he called it a facepalm montage. His name is Jason Lisle, or Lisle. I'll put his link in the underbar, but he has an interesting take on this. The first half is just him talking about how arguments are fallacious because simply they don't agree with the Bible. Now, later on he does get into some sciencey stuff, and it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense, but I still put this out here for your viewing pleasure. Let me know what you think of that. I think it's powerful stupid, if you ask me, but that's just me. Now, today I want to talk about basically a questionnaire for young and old Earth creationists alike, and it's designed to get at some of the misconceptions that they have. I want you to take a look at a close look at the wording that I use, to hopefully not let them think that I'm trying to trick them, but hopefully so that they'll think, oh yes, this is what evolution means, when actually it isn't. That's usually the exact opposite. I'll let you know. You'll see what I mean. But here we go. Let's start. I'll put up the question and then the answer. There's 10 of them, and they're all true and false questions. So let's start. First, we have number 1. This is just a gimme question. The majority of scientists accept evolution, both macro and micro. Of course, we know that this is true, nearly all of them. Number 2, evolution states that the universe is billions of years old. The answer is false. Evolution says nothing on the age of the universe. Again, this is a common misconception that evolution is the same thing as Big Bang cosmology or abiogenesis. Now 3, while we haven't yet witnessed one species giving birth to another, scientists believe that it should happen eventually, possibly even soon. This is, of course, false. If one species gave birth to another, that would falsify evolution. This one is sort of the crux of what this is designed to do. We're talking about a misconception, and this is a major one. That we've all heard the idea that a monkey never gave birth to a man. By putting a question like this in there, we let them say, yes, this is true, this is obviously what scientists believe, and that's stupid. And then we say, no, you're absolutely wrong. Now, moving on, number 4. While scientists know that all of the distinctly monkey DNA is no longer present in our DNA, such as tails, they still believe we descended from monkeys. This is, of course, false. While scientists do believe we descended from other primates, their DNA is still present. For example, part of the coding for tails still exists, but is turned off. Every so often that code gets turned back on, and humans will actually grow a stump where our tails used to be. There's a lot more you can say about here, because the idea that there's no monkey DNA left has certainly lots of problems. Aaron Ra would argue that we still are monkeys, so all of our DNA is monkey DNA. But basically, just pointing out that we still have the DNA for tails, I think, kind of hits home the point. Now, number 5, scientists are missing some of the transitional fossils. Number 5, that would be true. Some of them might say false because they think we're missing all of the transitional fossils. But what's important to point out here is that we'd never be able to get all of the transitional fossils unless we had the bones of every creature that ever lived. Every creature is a transition. It only becomes apparent when we compare two fossils that are many, many generations apart, if not more. Number 6, survival of the strongest is a guiding principle in evolution. Anyone who thinks Hitler was an atheist probably believes this one as well. The answer is, of course, false. It's survival of the fittest, not strongest. A bear might be stronger than a snake, but the snake will do far better than the bear inside a narrow cave. Another example could be that sharks are certainly stronger than squirrels. Don't think they're going to do very well in the trees. Now, number 7. Scientists hold that while evolution is only a theory, one day there will be enough evidence to make it a law. I think you all know what's coming next. False. Evolution will always be a theory because a theory is merely a set of propositions that are used as principles of explanation and prediction. Even if we could go back in time and watch every single species evolve and change over time, all the way up to today, evolution would still be a theory. Number 8. Every single human being has one form of mutation or another in their DNA. This is true. On average, each human has over 100 different mutations. Most of these do absolutely nothing. It is only after many generations, with many accumulated mutations, that these changes become noticeable. Number 9. Scientists believe that they have good reason to think that random chance alone can drive evolution. This is false. Natural selection, which is not random, works alongside random mutation. Insert an explanation of natural selection here. Number 10. It is hoped by evolutionists that we will one day witness and document individual organisms evolving in their own lifetime. This is, of course, false. I like to call this the mystical forest question. Evolution takes place over generations. It will never happen within an individual organism. So there you go. Now, if you're going to give this to anyone, I suggest you give them the questions first and then go over the answers with them. This is to basically test their understanding of evolution. They're going to get some of them right. That won't be a problem, but I guarantee you that most creationists will get some of these wrong. Especially ones like number 3. That's a big one. If you have any other recommendations for questions, put them in the comments section. I might add them to the list. Epidemic, let me know what you think. And yep, that's about it. Have a nice day. Honest Discussioner, out.